UFO Freaky Friday. You already know here in Southern California is another beautiful, sunny day. It's actually quite hot today, you know what I mean? But not as hot as other days, but clear skies. So you already know. Perfect weather to be out and about and doing what the freaks do out at night. On a Friday night, at least. Decided to hop on, chop it up with individuals, what's the talk of the town is going down, the word on the curve, you heard me. And for those who are interested, I have posted videos on my other channel and on this channel, for those who are interested in peeping them out, right, about the whole Fresno Bulldog coming to No Jumper and manipulation. And on the other one, the G Life on Pacoima Part 2. Finally, YouTube allowed me to upload. I had to switch some stuff around and take off some stuff because, their guidelines and I don't know what the fuck. Even though that shit made no sense. They didn't even go up against the guidelines. But fuck it. And it's a trip because I see other people, upload content and like their content has that kind of stuff. So it's like, why do I get flagged for it? It's like, so what exactly can we do and can't we do? Or do we need to be like a certain size in order to get away with certain things? What up, Ishi? ¿Qué pasa? En pasa? What's crying like my boy? What you getting yourself into, carnal? Que dice la buena vida? How's that good life? You already know we chilling, my boy. Orale, that's right, my boy. That's a must, my boy. That's a must. Mando. You know what I'm saying? To get them creases. Be like right there, like Big Chuco from BGV. Motherfucker was ironing the shirt for like fucking 3 hours. Work is picking up now. The kids are back to school. Orale, that's right, my boy. That's good to hear, homie. That's like every job, bro. Like you have, the times where it picks up, and then you have the, the times where it's like slow. But that's just how it. That's just how it goes. You know what I mean? That's just business. It's rare when a business is constantly like nonstop, unless you want to be like a politician, because their shit is nonstop. From what I was told from the gente in Mahale, parents were more focused on the kids' summer. Yeah, bro. Simon. Orale, that's right. Focus more on the family. Yeah. I can see that. You still hiding them pickles under your tongue. Ha! Isn't that from SpongeBob? Is that? Or am I thinking of something else? I think that is from that shit. Or am I tripping? I'm probably tripping. My kids have had me sit down and watch so many cartoons on rerun. It's not even funny. Orale, it is from there. All right. White people dislike and like haters world at the same time for being straightforward asshole. I don't know, bro. That's a very good question. I guess maybe it depends what he's straightforward about, right? As long as it's not something that they like. Yeah, I don't know. That's a very good question. I went to cash a lottery ticket. Is a good city with a lot of raza culture. I ate some good Mexican food at a restaurant called Las Palmas, and it was so fun. That's right, my boy. That's good. That's good to hear. That's good that you had a good experience, as it should be. That's right. Georgia. All right, all right. I feel you. Never been to Georgia, but um, I talked to some individuals that stay out there. Right? Seems like it's like out here, from what I'm told. Where you from, bro? I'm from America, California, uh, San Fernando Valley, city of North Hollywood, but reside in Los Angeles. And yeah, uh, I don't know if that's what you meant or because that's a trick question. Salutes. I wanted to ask, what is your thoughts on kids who hardly talk about their parents to their friends at school because of living situation? No, but that's normal though. Kids tend to not dive into those conversations all that much. When they're younger, they do, right? But as they start to get like towards like the high school age, right, or middle school age, they tend to shy away from those discussions. All in general, right? How much does McDonald's pay in Cali? I don't know, but from what I had heard, they were paying like $19 an hour. I don't know if that's true or not, or if they were lying. Um, I think they were lying because that's kind of a lot, But who knows? Maybe it is true. But from what I was told, it was 19. I was like, serio? Shit, I'm thinking of quitting and going. Nah, fuck that. McDonald's is a bitch. it like the workers look so stressed out and shit like that. It's just like fuck that. That's a lot of work. Don't get it twisted, bro. Them fools look like they're fucking out there like they struggling, bro. With all them customers. Sometimes the fucking lines be to like fucking like they wrap around the restaurant like 3 times. I'm like, oh hell no. And imagine nonstop. Fuck that. The motherfuckers gotta be hustling because they on a time limit because people be getting crazy if they like it with their food. So I ain't down with all that. That's a negative. What's up? Had some Southsider homies, but anyway, countries has a lot of Southern homies, but that's her working. Yeah, yeah. No, I definitely know that there's gangs out there, right? Um, and that handle their. I mean, there's gangs everywhere, though. It's rare that you'll actually visit a place that doesn't have gangs, even if we're talking like other countries, because even they have their criminal groups. So it's just very hard to find a place where there's no. Even though minimum wage went up, it doesn't help as much. Yeah, I don't know. Shit, it probably could be that much. Who knows? But I know one thing. I know that them fools are probably crooked, right? So they'll probably be giving them that much money, but they're only giving them like 24 hours or 30 hours max. Knowing those bastards, they'll find a way around it. You know what I mean? They just won't give them that many hours. So it's pretty much the same shit. I work 2 days in office and 3 days at home. Get it? All right. So you work 2 days in the office and 3 days at home? Damn, that's legit, my boy. You got it made. Oh yeah, for sure. You know what I mean? Corporations will always find a way to try to, not give workers, you know, you know, rightfully what they deserve. It's like minimum wage goes up, but so does the price of everything else. So it's like it doesn't make a difference, right? We're pretty much stuck in the same boat that where we were at. People get happy that minimum wage goes up, but then everything else starts to go up. So it's pretty much we're back to square one. What are your thoughts on taggers? Should they follow the street code because they are gangbangers, but they also are the side of the law? Some taggers follow the laws. No, well, see, um, you don't have to be in a gang in order to follow the no snitching policy. No snitching policy pretty much is enforced whenever two people decide to do something illegal, like you and your homie decide to do something illegal, and then he gets caught and he tells on you. That's snitching because you guys had an agreement to do this, and now he told. You know, that's snitching compared to, like, let's say a civilian, a regular civilian who has no street ties. He's at his house, right? Somebody breaks, in his front yard and stuff like that. Yeah, he can call the cops. He's not he's not doing nothing illegal. He belongs to no criminal, entity. So he's entitled to call law enforcement and shit like that, right? Without having to be called a snitch. He's a civilian. He had no agreement to say, snitching is seen as bad because you agreed with this individual to go and do something illegal, and now you get caught and now you're trying to weasel your way out of it, right? Like, nobody forced you to go and do it. Nobody, tricked you or whatever. You came willingly, you participated willingly, and all of a sudden you don't want to, you don't want to own up to your choices. You don't want to own up to your decisions, your mistakes. You want to blame others for your mistakes and get away with it. You know what I mean? That's just why it's not commendable. It has nothing to do with trying to uphold this tough guy image or trying to be the tough guy or this machisto or to keep it by the G code. Bro, it's literally owning up to your choices, your mistakes, bro. You chose to be a part of this. You chose to go along. You chose all of this, bro. So now why are you trying to put the blame somewhere else? Own up to your decisions. That's just from a man and a morals perspective of things, right? Of what's rightfully, because these individuals, nobody forces them to do any of that shit, yet they want to blame other people for their decisions. Come on now. Just so they could get a short amount of time. Like, bro, that shit was all gravy when you were planning it, when you were riding along, when you were participating. Oh, but now that you got caught, now all of a sudden, it's like you don't want to play no more. It's not how it works. And that's just from a moral standpoint of things. It has nothing to do with, like, no code or nothing like that. It's just like, be a man and own up to your choices, bro. The shit you wanted to be a part of. Because trust me, bro, nobody forces anybody to do nothing they don't want to, bro. Everybody participates and goes willingly. But then people always want to, spin the narratives. I have my cousin been out of jail for 3 years. All he does is talk jail. Got boring. I stay away. They say really ugly stuff. Wrong to ignore him. Want to change? Nah, it's not wrong to ignore him. You know what I mean? Like, that's strange though, because normally when somebody, normally individuals don't really, that have been incarcerated don't really, be stuck on that subject. Like, when we're hanging out in the neighborhood and the homies are right there, and, homies been busted, bro, nobody's ever talking about jail, bro, ever. Ever. You know what I mean? I mean, you'll have some individuals that, want to play that image, right? But you can see right through them, right? And they normally get clowned on. Ain't nobody trying to talk about that kind of shit, bro. Yeah, but I feel you 100. Nah, like, if you don't want to change, then, why stand by him, right? If he's not looking to better himself, There are movies which portray gangs focus um, forcing people to follow orders or die. The bullshit gangs will never force any. Well, that sounds more like maybe like mob movies, like the Godfather or the Goodfellas and shit like that. And that's different. That's see that kind of stuff is different than street gangs, like what's mobsters and cartels and all that. That's something else. It's not the same thing as like street gangs, even though people could consider them all gangs, right? It's not the same thing. They have their separate rules to what however they conduct their business, right? Or how they're structured. That's just something completely different. But I think people just see it all the same, right? So they pretty much assume that it's all the same. It's probably what happens. You know. Have you listened to Cholo Juan's music? I think I have. I think I have. And actually, I heard him recently. He did they did a rap on Fool's Community. He was like a freestyle, right? He was inside of a booth. I think. I don't know what channel he was, doing the flow on, right? But he was doing the rap. Hey, it was pretty good. Homie got down. But like to say, like if I have heard, like I maybe heard maybe like one other song, right? Um, that's about it though. You know, it just never came up on my playlist or whatever. So I just, I guess I just haven't had the time to. I even forgot for a minute that he even did music. For those interested, go subscribe to Cholo Juan's channel. He's another, individual who has a channel. I think his music needs more work lyrically. But see, I think because he's not like a rapper though. You know what I mean? Maybe he does it like maybe like just for fun or something like that, right? But really doesn't take it seriously. Maybe that's what it is, right? Um, because there's some individuals that really take their craft seriously, and there's some that just, goofing around. They freestyle, here and there. But then again, there's some individuals whose music's, really, really not good, and they think that they're like, immortal technique. Did you hear that Kodak Black dropped a song literally featuring Donald Trump? I was surprised Trump might be the first to do a rap feature. Like he's actually rapping in the song? Bro, don't play with me, bro, because I'll go look that shit up right now. I'll go track that fucking song down right now. Hey, who knows? Donald Trump might surprise me. Shit, he might know how to rap. Because if there's one thing that Donald Trump, like I said, bro, I'm not a hater. I can admit when people, have good traits to them, right? I'm not a fan of Donald Trump, but I can admit, that he's able to do some good, Example, he's really good at, promotion, bro, like hyping up a crowd, right? Like, entertainment wise, right? And even though people don't think that that's a skill, it actually is, right? It's actually, it's not as easy as people think, to hype a crowd or promote something or to get it a buzz, right? It's actually something that actually does take, some type of skill, which he has, right? He's good at hyping the crowd up. So I give him that. He's not useless, right? So he does have his good traits to him. Sad part is that instead of focusing on what he's good at, he always tends to do shit that he's not really good at and like running for president. Seriously, because these past weeks I just been hearing his overall speeches and rallies and all that, and I'm just like, because I want to know what are his plans, and because so many people, how can I say, vote for him and actually support him, that I actually listen to the whole entire thing, because maybe I'm missing something, maybe I'm just not paying attention, right? So I listen to the whole entire things, sometimes multiple times, right? And I'm just like, damn, like, why the fuck do so many people, support this guy? Like, I'm trying to find, maybe I'm missing something, and I hear it and I'm like, nah, but he didn't say nothing. Like, what the fuck, dude? Like, this one never gives his plans, though. Like, I don't know. Bro. It's a trip how many people could support him still. And it's like, bro, he hasn't even spoke about what his plans are or even gave any details to it. Like, he always gives if you vote for him, your electric bill will be, cut 50% and shit that damn well he's not even able to do, right? And it's like, fucking Trump, bro. Always just throwing numbers out there and shit, saying shit that's like, if you vote for me, you'll be able to, own a home. If I become president, you'll be able to, finally be able to own a home. Like how? How am I? Stop saying what we'll be able to have, and if we vote for you, that we'll have this, and that you'll be able to do this and that. How are you gonna do this? Is what we want to know. Stop saying all this other shit. We want to know the how, bro. The how. How are you planning to do this? And that's the one shit that he never answers. And it's like, fucking guys, man. I don't know. Want me to sub? Well, if you want to, bro, it's all on you. Hold on, looking for it. It's a voiceover, but the title is featuring Trump. All right. Trump be like, the song does exist? All right, I'm going to definitely scope it out now. MC Trump. Trump in the house. Yo, listen up, bitches. I'm finna drop a freestyle. Oh, this freestyle. It's gonna be the best. The best. Will Smith ain't got shit. And I mean shit, homie. Yo, DJ. Run that shit back. I can already see it. Mexico gonna pay for the wall. Yeah, he's crazy. Then one of the things that his supporters were defending him on, and he himself was saying, right? He was saying that Kamala Harris said that if she becomes president, that she'll her first focus will be on fixing the economy, right, or some shit like that, right? And that's gonna be her her first priority. And Trump was like, well, I mean, that should have been your priority for the past 3 years. Like what have you been doing? Like you're vice president. Like how come you haven't done that already? Kind of like like you should have already been trying to do that since you're a vice president. Like what the fuck is stopping you? And people are like, oh, that was good. That was a good roast. And I get it. And then I'm like, yeah, but everything he's saying that he's gonna do, we could say the same for him. Like, why didn't you do that when you were president, though? Like, why didn't you get none of that shit done when you were president, my boy? The same shit could be used against you, bro. In the same way. It's like, I don't know if he forgets or if people that support him forget that, right? And it's like, bro, but the same shit could be said about him, though, my guy. Like, come on now. Or did you guys forget he was president already before? Because all he's been doing is just saying how she's crazy and stupid and all that. Like, okay, insulting your opponent, all right, whatever. But you're not saying what your plans are, bro. You're just going around, giving rallies and insulting her. And I get it, that's your competition. But, bro, I mean, people want to hear your plans, bro. What's the game plan? What you bringing to the table? Yes, we get it. She's crazy. Yeah, she looks like this. Yeah, we get all the jokes, bro. Yeah, they're funny, bro. Now, what is the plan though, bro? Fuck the insults, bro. We're tired of hearing that shit already. Yeah, she goofy. Yeah. All right. You know what I mean? That's only gonna get you so far, bro. And like people are like already tired of that shit. Like, all right, my guy, we get it. She's stupid. She's crazy. All right, whatever. But what's your plan though? But it's like all he seems to do is always focus in on that though. And that's the thing. Like when he homes in on that, bro, that takes up all his time. He just goes on these long ass, rants on, how dumb they are and and it's like, Lord. Hey, from Trump for president. Yeah, don't get me wrong. I'm not too fond of him, but if that's what people want to vote for, they're entitled to, right? I'm just giving my reasons of why I'm not too fond of the individual. And the reason why I'm not fond of Kamala, she has her strengths to her, right? Like when she's in control, when she's the one asking the questions, right? And it's a subject in which she knows. That's where she strives, right? But when we're talking about topics that she's not familiar with, instead of her actually sitting down and educating herself on the topics, or taking the time to do her homework, because she is vice president and running for president, instead she doesn't, right? Because there are subjects that she's not familiar with or she's just not interested in, so she just goes out there without even educating herself on the matters, right? And then she's now getting asked all these questions and she looks like a fucking idiot up there, and she always tries to guide it back to the topics in which she knows, right? But the people already have the questions that they want to ask, and your opinion, because vice president is a tough task, right? You have to be familiar with multiple fields, right? It's just not like your strengths, right? When it comes to her, but so it's also all these others, and it's like, yeah, but I don't really know much about that, and I ain't really trying to do all that. And it's like, well, this is what it is to be vice president and to be president. You got to dabble in all of this and take the time to actually educate yourself on it. But if you don't want to, because it's boring to you, or you just feel like you don't strive in that, so you choose to ignore it because you don't want to feel dumb. That's a problem. It's a problem always just focusing on your strengths, bro. You got to tackle your weaknesses as well. If you're looking to better yourself and if you're looking to make a difference. But just focusing on what you're good at, I mean, sure. I mean, we can all do that, right? But we got to, also tackle the things that we're not good at. Focus on that and improve on those things. But since she doesn't want to, that's why she seems like she's a damn airhead. This guy that told me there is no way American president will happen because they're, to me, that is retarded. But I do see some idiots saying shit like that. She's dog shit. I had we might have a like Ted Cruz before we have. Now we'll have that one crazy broad. What's her name? The crazy one. That one that was like, girl, baby girl, don't even. What's her name? Fucking Cortez. The one that was trying to have a WWE match right there. Like, damn, bitch was trying to get crazy. All right, ladies and gentlemen, my lunch is over. We gotta, get back to it. Get chopping it up with you guys, and we out.